Our group, Team 2, devised a plan on how we could offer the world's oldest and most historical soul food restaurant, Florida Avenue Grill, a new marketing mix containing the 4 key factors, starting with product, then place, price, and promotion. With the use of our SWOT, PESTC, and STP analysis, we were able to dive deeper in how the restaurant will fall on a revised marketing mix. We additionally came to our conclusion with an in-person interview of a new staff member with inquiries relative to the marketing mix. We will dive deeper in these key factors that highlight our final decision, starting with the mission statement and objectives, an explanation of why we chose Florida Avenue Grill, our SWOT, PESTC, marketing mix, and STP analysis, our in-person interview followed by a revised marketing mix, and we'll wrap up everything with our conclusion.
Florida Avenue Grill is an American restaurant here in D.C. The restaurant was opened by Bertha Wilson and her husband, Lacey C. Wilson Sr., back in 1944. Over the years, Florida Avenue Grill has committed themselves to serving its customers quality food while maintaining a warm and historic social environment. The owners pride themselves on fostering a home-away-from-home environment for its guests, establishing themselves as a staple in the community. Our group chose Florida Avenue Grill for 3 reasons: its cultural significance, its marketing relevance, and its connection to Howard University. It was founded in 1944, and since then, it's become a cornerstone for Black culture, community, and entrepreneurship. It represents resilience and longevity in Black-owned business. Florida Avenue Grill has a strong brand and sense of customer loyalty that's lasted over decades. It also has an effective use of authenticity, quality, and community engagement. It's adapted to modern marketing trends while maintaining tradition. Florida Avenue Grill is located near Howard, making it a staple for the students and alumni. It's integral to the Howard experience and DC's Black community. This gave our group the opportunity to analyze and contribute to a culturally significant brand.
Even though Florida Avenue Grill is a pillar in our community, we still conducted a SWOT analysis to test its strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. Some of its strengths include being close in proximity to Howard's campus, having unique home-style food, and being affordable for the customers. Some of the weaknesses are limited online presence, a small accommodation size in store, aging infrastructure with frequent maintenance, competition with other restaurants and chain food restaurants becoming more prominent in the area, limited appeal to new generations due to health consciousness. Some of the opportunities are it serves as a must-visit destination for tourists. DC has a historical area that can compose cultural opportunities for collab events with restaurants, which is something Florida Avenue does on a regular basis. And finally, some of its threats is rising gentrification, increased competition from other soul food spots, supply chain issues due to current political climate, and lastly, negative social media buzz, especially because its presence is limited online. Them not responding can make the ratings go down a bit.
The acronym PESTC stands for the 5 different factors we're analyzing: political, economic, technical, social, and cultural. Looking towards the food industry for the analysis, we first dive into the political aspect, where we talk about the new election and its effect on the food industry, along with frequent rises in labor costs. Then moving on to the economic factors, where we take a look at how the restaurant market is failing in DC, resulting in college students gravitating towards faster and cheaper options, and the overall geographic location posing an issue with tip culture. Transitioning to the technical factors, where we talk about the usage of social media to advertise and increase their media presence as other platforms are introduced. This is important when covering the social aspect of the analysis, where we talk about the restaurant's deep roots in the community as it resonates with locals, how it serves as a cultural landmark, how the menu has evolved due to health concerns, its sense of community due to its historical significance, and overall customer loyalty. Lastly, speaking of culture, Florida Avenue Grill is one of the oldest Black-owned restaurants in DC. Increased gentrification, on the other hand, has led to shifting demographics in the area, which could serve as an advantage for local tourism.
For our marketing mix analysis of Florida Avenue Grill, we'll first start off with product. Florida Avenue Grill serves breakfast and soul food dishes that are extremely high quality. Next, on to prices. Florida Avenue Grill prides itself on having the highest quality food at the lowest prices, with this highest food item costing $14. So in comparison to other restaurants focused on the same demographics, the price is much cheaper. Now on to place. Florida Avenue Grill is located in the heart of DC, which has a lot of urban foot traffic and is very good for tourist presence. Now under promotion. Florida Avenue Grill focuses on its historical background as a storytelling method to convey to its customers. For our STP analysis, we'll be starting off with segmentation. Florida Avenue Grill is a deep historical legacy and cultural significance in the DC area, so a lot of people know of it, and their target audience is 7 to 24, could be college students that are looking for a home-style, low-cost, but high-quality meal. For targeting, Florida Avenue Grill does a great job because it has a strong focus on its historical background, and it promotes this on its Instagram pages and online. For positioning, Florida Avenue Grill does a great job because it's located close to Howard University University, which promotes its historical background as well as its target audience, which is college students and people who are looking for a home-style meal.
We walked to the local world-famous restaurant, Florida Avenue Grill, to ask our new friend Sasha, a current student attending Howard University, for a deeper understanding of the historical soul food restaurant to brainstorm how we can improve its marketing mix.
Hi, my name is Josh. I'm a second-year business management major from Springfield, Massachusetts, and we're here with
Sasha. Hi, I'm a sophomore TV and film major from Queens, New York.
For our first question, who are your target customers or ideal clients?
I don't think there's like a specific target. It's a very community-based restaurant. A lot of people, especially older clientele, have been coming here for years. We've been open since 1944, so it's been in the community for a really long time. We also get a lot of press from the fact that it's the oldest soul food restaurant in DC. People who are into soul food, just want to have that home-cooked meal vibe, they probably come here for that.
For our next question, do you offer any discounts, promotions, or loyalty programs at your restaurant?
I don't think so. Howard students can use their Bison Bucks here, but that's about it.
Do you know if there's any plans to expand your business to a new location or platform, such as an online store or delivery app?
Not that I know of, but we do have Uber Eats, DoorDash connected to the restaurant, so a lot of people order from there. The restaurant is just opening back up from COVID, and they're under new management, so I think they're just trying to get that down packed right now.
Do you know anything about the history of the restaurant? I know there's definitely a lot. This is known as the soul food restaurant in DC. You know, it's been here for so long, it's a staple. Can you give us a little bit about the history that you know?
Yeah, so the restaurant opened in 1944. It's a family-owned business. It was owned by a man and his wife, and then they passed it down to his son. It's been here through the civil rights movement, a lot of Howard's history, so a lot of Howard students look to this place as a landmark. We also have like specific booths downstairs dedicated to public figures and celebrities. Lena Horne used to come here. She has a booth, a plaque that commemorates it. There's a Martin Luther King booth from where he supposedly planned the March on Washington. There's a booth where the owner defended the restaurant in the MLK riots following his death. So there's a lot of history here. And if you look around, there's a lot of photos from different celebrities and politicians that have come here. The range of like time period, famous people from the 70s, 80s, 90s. It's definitely a pillar.
Do you know some challenges your restaurant has faced within like the recent years or just in general?
I know that business has been a little slow because it was closed for a while. A lot of businesses are struggling after COVID. I think just getting the word back out to their previously loyal customers has definitely been something to work on. People come in every day and they're like, oh, I didn't even know you guys were open.
Question, can I ask a follow-up on that? In terms of getting the word back out, how have you guys been able to leverage that? I know you guys have a social media platform that you guys post on. Has that helped at all, like gain any traction? How have you guys been able to do it, whether it's like through ads or whatnot?
I'm not 100% sure. I may not be the best person to ask because I only started working here a few weeks ago. I don't know. I guess people have just kind of been coming back in. Even the small things like having music playing outside lets people know that the restaurant's still open. We also might have some press coming up in like newspapers and stuff.
I think that wraps it up pretty well. Thank you so much.
For our revised marketing mix analysis, we'll start off with product. Florida Avenue Grill already has a great selection of breakfast foods and soul food dishes. These foods are extremely good and high quality. I don't think they need much changing. Next, pricing. Florida Avenue Grill does a great job at keeping their food quality high while prices low as possible, even with inflation going on. So I think when it comes to price, Florida Avenue Grill has a pretty good standard already. For place, Florida Avenue Grill is already located in the heart of Washington, D.C., so it's in walking distance of a lot of places, and I think it's great already. For promotion, I believe that's where Florida Avenue Grill has the biggest weak spot. They don't do much for promotion events and marketing tactics, so I believe they should focus on just how of a historical place it is. I even learned stuff about Florida Avenue Grill when I went for the interview that made me more interested and wanted to come back. So I think they should promote these things and more people will come.
To finish out, Florida Avenue Grill's historical background and infrastructure serves as a landmark for locals who have generational connections to the building, a story that needs to be emphasized through various media platforms to spread not only its historical significance, but traditional breakfast and soul food style dining. Maybe this could revolutionize the restaurant's name in the DC area to restore its prominence. Thank you for tuning in. We hope you enjoyed.